Hello and welcome to Jedi Mantis Tastes. And today we're going to be trying the Balvenie. Now, the Balvenie was founded by William Grant in 1892, and Grant began to learn the art of distilling when he worked at the Mortlach Distillery as a bookkeeper, and that was in 1866. Grant went on from there to buy a field that was close to the Balvenie Castle. And then he began building the distillery in 1886, and the first distilling process took place in May 1893. The distillery itself, which you can see behind me here, is located in Dufftown, and that's on Speyside, so we're looking at another Speyside malt, and it lies just underneath the Glenfiddich distillery, which again you'll be able to see on the map that I put up here. It actually shares its water supply with the Glenfiddich distillery, and they all also come under the same group, William Grant and Sons. The water supply is the Robbie Dew Springs, and they both share that, although I haven't tasted the Balvenie yet. I have read that it has a completely different taste, even though they share the same water supply. The Balvenie distillery is also one of the few Scotch distilleries to have its own malting floor, and it also grows its own crop and barley, which again is a rare occurrence for a distillery. They do have their own website. You can go on tours there. There is a video tour on the website. I would recommend having a look at that, and then if you can, actually do a visit. I believe they do a tour, you get lunch, and obviously you get to sample some of the whiskies afterwards as well. That's usually the case for tours. Interestingly as well, they actually do have an app available. It's called the Balvenie Whiskey Feed, and it is available on iOS and Android. So have a look at that. It's a free download. It gives you a bit of information about different whiskies. You can search out whiskies, get a little bit more information on them, and it's really interesting. I downloaded it today. As I say, I recommend downloading it if you're looking at learning a bit more about whiskey, a bit more information than what I can provide on here, because I just do a whiskey at a time. So moving on to the actual whiskey we're trying today. So it's the Balvenie Double Wood. It's not really focusing there. The Balvenie Double Wood 12-year-old finish, and it is aged in refill American oak casks before being finished in first fill European sherry casks. It is a 40% volume, so it's a standard strength for a malt. The last few we've done been a little bit stronger than that. They've been looking at around 46%, but this is a little bit more of a standard strength of 40% by volume. And with that, let's get on with opening this. So we've got our Glencairn glass, as we usually do. Again, sample bottle, so it is a twist cap. The larger bottle, which again I'll bring up a picture here, you can see is more than likely that is going to be corked. But here we go. So we'll pour half in. It's about half. And we'll get a bit of light in so we can have a look at the colour. Have a look at the colour now. It's a very nice colour. Very nice colour to it. Very warm, amber looking, kind of like the colour of a golden wheat out in the fields, golden barley wheats and stuff like that. Give this a swirl around, have a smell. Oh, that smells nice. I'm looking forward to this now. That doesn't smell strong. That is a lovely, lovely smell. Very sweet smelling. Hints of honey, vanilla. Can smell that sherry there in there as well. Obviously coming from the first fill European casks, that sherry flavour really is penetrating into the other flavours there. Good hints of fruit in there as well. Yes, that smells like a very nice whiskey. But we are going to now add some water. You only want a touch in this one because it's not very strong to begin with. So you can see that brings the colour down a little bit, but still, you know that's a whiskey in there. You can look at that, you can see that's whiskey. Give this a swirl around again. You want to get, when you swirl it, you want to get it as high up the sides as you can, because that will then eliminate any other cross-contamination odours. So when you dive in with the nose, you just get the smell of the whiskey then. And with that water in, all those flavours are still there, all those smells, those fragrances, they're still there. Just a little less intrusive. Very nice. So have a little sip. That is different. Very nice. A little bit of spice tingling straight away on the tongue when you take some in. It's a good rule of thumb as well, the age of it. You want to hold it in your mouth for the amount of seconds, 1 second per year. Just on that first sip, you want to hold it in to get it over all of the tongue, coat the tongue in the whiskey. It's a bit nutty, a little bit nutty to taste, that one. It's nice. Spices in there, maybe a hint of cinnamon. Obviously the sherry is poking through there as well. It's very warming going down. That's a nice one to have on a cold night. Very full flavour to that as well. Stays sweet throughout. Get a little bit dry on the tongue after it's gone down. Could be down to the spices tingling away. That is nice. That would be a very nice choice to a non-whiskey drinker who's maybe looking to try a whiskey, to see what's out there. That is a nice choice to start with. Very unoffensive. Nice flavours. Very well-rounded whiskey. We'll now pour the rest in and we'll do our usual. We will taste without the water this time. Just pop that lid back on. So we'll have another swirl around. See that darker colour again. A lovely amber. I believe it does have colouring added, so it's not a natural colour, that. But that doesn't bother me. Some people prefer one which hasn't got the colouring in. Each to their own. Doesn't bother me. And that is different. Different again there. Without the water, I would actually say it tastes less spicy without the water. Whether that's just down to the other flavours being a bit more compact around the spiciness, but it is very different. Very different without the water. It's nice. Definitely one I would buy that again. Yeah, that is a perfectly fine whiskey. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not the finest of whiskies. You know, it is what it is. It is a nice whiskey. One that could be enjoyed any time. And as I say, a nice starting point for looking into whiskies, trying whiskies. Absolutely nothing wrong with that one. So yes, the Balvenie 12-year-old. It is available on different websites. I've found it on mastersofmalt.com, thewhiskeyexchange.com. You can buy it in the whiskey shop as well, which is where I bought the pack. I will show you the pack I bought, which is this one here. If you open it up, you can see there is 4 little whiskies in here. This is the best of Speyside. So you've got a Glendronach, a Glenfarclas and a Benriach. Benriach and Glendronach, obviously they're the same owners. Glenfarclas I've never tried. So they're coming up on the channel. So keep an eye out for that. Hit the subscribe button and that little bell icon, and that way you'll always get the notification when I do bring a whiskey video out, or a gaming video. For that you get a little card in there as well. Just gives you a little bit of information about each whiskey. So that one's the best of Speyside. They had other ones as well. It was about £30 I think for the set, possibly 36. I will double check. The right price will be up on screen up here somewhere when I've done my editing. But yes, nice little set. 4 weeks of whiskies in there for me. We won't be trying one of them next week. Next week we'll be trying our very first whiskey from the Campbelltown region. Really looking forward to that. I've never tried a Campbelltown whiskey before, so that's going to be something sort of like I'm looking forward to, as well as hopefully you'll be looking forward to them too. But that today was the Balvenie Double Wood 12-year-old oak and sherry cask finish. Nice whiskey. Another nice whiskey. As I say, not the nicest I've ever had, but absolutely nothing wrong with it if you're looking to get into whiskey, or you're just looking for a whiskey that you can drink at any time. It doesn't have to be a celebration drink, that one. So yeah, that was everything. Thanks for joining me again. Always enjoy the whiskey videos because it means I get to have a drink, and I don't get to drink much these days now with work. So join me next week, as I say, when we've got a Campbelltown. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed the video. If you've learned anything in the video, hit that like button. Also join me on Twitter at the Jedi Mantis. I'll put a link in the description down below so you can get to my page. Follow me on there because I will be putting polls out every now and then with a few different whiskies on. You can vote for them. I've done that this one. This was the one that won, but it didn't get many votes, but it got 100% of the votes. So it's the one we've tasted today. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you again next week, and happy drinking, drink responsibly. I should probably start putting that into my videos as well. Don't overdo it. Thanks for watching. See you next time, guys. Bye.